to 11. The issue of the trust, where Mark Golding is concerned and Prime Minister Holness on this matter of constitutional reform, has set off a fierce debate in our YouTube community. And I'm going to read you some of the reactions because I think they tell part of the story. The challenge facing us when there's so little trust and confidence. Yeah? And the challenge facing the Prime Minister and the government, whose job it is to get things done. The Prime Minister and the government can continue to act and be up in their feelings because they don't trust Mark or Mark a liar after they call him thief. The Prime Minister and the government have no such luxury. They have a job to do. And what has worked for Andrew Holness so far is the fact that he has kept his head down despite the vicious attacks on him and get things done. So some of you who are up in your feelings and, ranting, your job is not to govern. Your job is to support or criticize. His job is to govern. And governing means getting things done. So at the end of the time, you can say, we have delivered on this. So here's a snapshot of some of the reactions I'm getting. This is from someone who WhatsApped me. There was no Minister of Constitutional Affairs then. I suppose he was talking about the 1970s, 80s. Really? Holness simply told Mark to meet with the Minister of Constitutional Affairs. If he disagreed, he could have said so without going public. Yes. His explanation for that is Golding, that the Prime Minister had publicly said, let us work together. And that is why he's making it public. Not compelling. Yeah? But the point is, he went public and now we have this row. Because people are up in their feelings because Mark dissed the Prime Minister at the swearing-in where he didn't stand while others around him stood. Yes, the attacks he led against the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister's supporters are up in arms, and I can understand that. Yes. You can understand that. But the point to be made on this year Monday morning, into the third term, the Prime Minister can't have the luxury of being up in his feelings. He has to get things done. And constitutional reform is one of the big ticket items that is unfinished. Listen to some of these comments. Yeah? And it tells you the challenge facing the Prime Minister. Yeah? Makisha J. Mark can't be trusted. Yeah? Roger Shippey. I have not seen once where Mark Golding proved his love for Jamaica and Jamaicans. Patrick Rowe says something which is not factually correct, so I'm not going to read that. Marlene Hutchinson says, Andrew, please hold your ground. Show Mark Golding that you are the Prime Minister. Denzel M. says the PM not meeting Bakra. He need to go, oh liard man. Eh? Here's another one. Corrine, the opposition leader needs to understand and learn from the consequences of his actions, like we all do, so it guides his future actions. Minister Chuck is responsible for constitutional affairs. Mark Golding is a bot on Jamaica, says Marjorie G. I bet he can't hold his space for 5 years. And it goes in that vein. But Prime Minister Holness can't govern like that, you hear? When you're a governor, you have to take blows, give blows, but you have to get the job done. Okay? Now, to what happened in Commodore, Linstead, St. Catherine, our reporter Mahiri Stewart is there. Mahiri, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, listeners.
Tell us exactly where are you and what have you learned?
I am in Commodore, St. Catherine. Heavy police presence here as is expected given the shooting last night. And Chris, I'll be completely real with you. You know the normal procedure when we reporters come out to scenes like this is to talk to the people to get a feel of how the place is. But it's a ghost town here, Chris. You could hear a pin drop in Commodore. Everybody's inside. You barely see anybody walking around. I barely have anybody to even talk to, right? But I'm here at the scene, and it's a small house, small yellow house, and there's a shop right beside it that's obviously closed right now. And beside the house that the police are currently scouring is a basic school and a training center, and a church is on the opposite side of the road. So it seems in theory to be a place that is relatively peaceful. I managed to speak to just one person since I've come here. Only one person was willing to speak so far, and he's a 45-year-old man. He says he's lived around the area his whole life, and he can't tell me much about what happened on the night, but he says that he does. Some of the deceased are people he knows pretty well. So he says he can't remember a time in the recent memory where something like this has happened around here. But yeah, it's a very, very quiet, very somber feeling right now in Commodore.
Where in St. Catherine North is it?
Yeah, so when Natalie Nita Garvey is going to the win, what's this? Yeah, North Central St. Catherine. It's not too far from Linstead, you know. I mean, after we came off of the toll, after we came off of the North-South Highway toll, it was a hop, skip, and jump away. It was right here, not far away at all. There's a sign, as a matter of fact, that says "Welcome to Commodore." It's pretty difficult to miss, especially with the police presence nearby. So yeah, it is near Bog Walk, that kind of side. Yes.
And this man with whom you spoke, did he hear anything? Did he see anything?
No, he says he wasn't around when the shooting happened, but obviously after being informed of what took place and who, he did confirm to us that he knows some of the deceased.
Are they all from one family? Do you know?
That we're still trying to get through. I mean, obviously the police are a bit tight-lipped right now as they're continuing the investigation, but the person I spoke to didn't want to get too much into detail where that was concerned in terms of who they are, but he did tell me that he knows them quite well. Yeah.
So the shooting, just repeat for me, the shooting took place in a particular yard?
Yes, it appears so. I can't say for sure it happened in a yard, but I know for a fact that there's a house in front of me. The police, by themselves, no media allowed, are inside scouring the area right now. So I'm almost positive this is where the shooting took place. And even while I was standing near, I was hearing a bit of hearsay saying that there's normally there's a bar, as I said earlier, a bar, a shop right beside the house, and I did hear that they normally have, gambling, drinking, all that kind of stuff out at the front of it. So it could be a situation where, that is what was taking place at the time of the shooting, but again, that's nothing I can confirm at the moment. I know Minister Horace Chang isn't here yet. He is supposed to be here later at some point. I believe he's at Cabinet right now, and then he'll be here soon. So we'll be awaiting his arrival, but that's what I can report to you right now in terms of Commodore. Very somber, very quiet, a lot of concerned folks.
Just repeat for us, Mahiri, your description of the house.
Yes, I did actually. I don't know if they can put it up. I did share in the group a video of what I'm seeing. There's
we're going to be showing that where Nora and our technical operator are working on that to put up any second now. Yeah, and but in the meantime,
Yeah, but for the listeners that
Yes.
aren't on YouTube, it's a very small house, zinc roof, yellow painting on the front of it. The rest of it is clearly unfinished. The front
and
is a lot better than the back.
we have the video going up now.
Right, there we go.
Yes.
So for those following along, yeah.
So it's a yellow concrete house.
Yes,
Is it?
yes.
With a zinc roof and zinc fencing around
Yes.
it. Yeah.
So no proper gate, and if you're looking at the video now, looping, you'll see the shop that I was referring to right beside it. That's
Yes.
obviously closed now. So that's where I was told that a lot of people tend to congregate, whether it's to buy or to play a game. So it's believed that's probably what was taking place at the time of the shooting. So
Yes.
yeah, which adds up given how many people were shot.
Yeah. And we see members. Those are members of the security forces, the constabulary forces. One
Yes,
living-
as well as JDF members as well. There's a soldier present here as well. I forgot to mention that earlier.
It seems like they're crime scene investigators. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. But nobody. So, do you know whether people are in the house with the security forces inside or not?
I've only seen security forces on the grounds. I haven't seen any other residents, any other civilians. The few people I've seen are walking past, looking straight ahead, not even trying to see what's going on. People seem very concerned. And I say people lightly because I've not seen many at all.
Yeah. But that's the situation. The members of the security forces are there in strong numbers in Commodore as they begin their initial investigations as to what happened last night. Yes, we are hearing, and I put it no stronger than that, that based on what is being said by all sources, it could be an act of reprisal for the activities of a well-known criminal wanted by the St. Catherine North Police. Yes, that's what we're being told, that all members of, or several of the 5 who were killed, apparently some of them are members of his family, and they were killed in an act of reprisal for his actions in that part of St. Catherine and surrounding areas. Yeah. But stick with it. If you can get a member of the security forces, the lead investigator, to have a word with us, Mahiri, please do so.
Can do, and as I hear your description of the events, it kind of brings me back to the last major shooting that we've had. It sounds like pretty similar circumstances with both, no? With Cherry Tree Lane?
Yes. Thank you, Mahiri Stewart. On location at the scene of a mass murder last night in Jamaica after 10, Commodore District in Linstead in northern St. Catherine. 8 people were shot, 5 fatally, including a 4-year-old. Yes, and it is now occupying the attention of the constabulary force. Time for the break.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness works to ensure the provision of quality health services and promotes healthy lifestyles and environmental practices